LEX-18 News at 6 is next.
Count on LEX-18 News.
They are extremely dangerous individuals.
A major break for police in the manhunt for a dangerous Kentucky fugitive.
How does that make you feel?
The letters written many years ago by the son of a murdered woman, kept all these years by the retired detective who wants this case solved. Plus, Lexington police are trying to track down a convicted felon wanted for several violent crimes.
LEX-18 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kevin Christopher.
And I'm Nancy Cox. Thanks for joining us at 6. A Kentucky fugitive on Tennessee's most wanted list has been spotted back in the bluegrass.
It's been 6 days since Floyd Cook was accused of shooting an officer in Tennessee, then firing at state troopers in southern Kentucky. LEX-18's Josh Breslow joins us with the latest.
Just a short time ago, Kentucky State Police confirmed that Cook was spotted this afternoon in Cumberland County. Investigators say the Marion County man walked up to a home there and asked for a ride, but the people living there refused. According to state police, Cook took off into a wooded area which is being searched right now. In the meantime, 2 of his alleged accomplices are now behind bars. That's the LEX-18 big story at 6.
I was in shock. He was so casual when I saw him.
That man, Betty Hicks says, was 50-year-old Troy Wayne. Hicks claims she came face-to-face with the Marion County, Kentucky native last night outside of her home on Stovall Drive in White House, Tennessee.
I thought that he was just somebody out, like looking to get a good story and find out what was going on. And when I found out that that was him, I was in complete shock.
It didn't take long for police to surround the area.
And in a matter of 20 seconds, they were all right on top of him.
Wayne was arrested along with 35-year-old Katie McCarty. Investigators say the 2 helped convicted rapist and alleged cop shooter Floyd Cook get away from police. The pair was in a car pulled over last night in White House. Officers say the driver took off, hit 2 patrol cars, and nearly ran over a U.S. Marshal. The car then crashed through a fence into a field, and the 2 ran, leading to an all-out search.
These are not somebody who is just shoplifting a bag of chips or soft drink from a convenience store. They are extremely dangerous individuals.
Investigators say McCarty was wanted in Arizona on a charge of conspiracy to commit murder. As for Wayne, authorities say he was believed to be traveling with Cook at some point after the 2 shootouts over the weekend in Tennessee and Kentucky.
So it's very scary, but I'm glad that the cops did their job 100%. We couldn't be more thankful for them.
Again, Cook is considered to be armed and dangerous. Stay with LEX-18 News for the latest developments. Back to you.
Thanks, Josh. A decision has been reached in the case of a Kentucky man accused of killing an elderly Ohio woman. Daniel French has been found guilty of aggravated murder and burglary. That means the Madison County man is eligible for the death penalty. French had admitted killing 87-year-old Barbara Howe in her Ohio nursing home back in 2012. French wasn't arrested until nearly 2 years later in Rockcastle County. The sentencing hearing will not be held until Wednesday.
He was just a little boy when he wrote a police detective asking him to catch his mother's killer. That letter was written more than 20 years ago, and tonight, Valerie Brooks' son is still waiting to find out who murdered his mom.
In this LEX-18 exclusive, Leigh Searcy shares those letters for the first time. Valerie's family hopes anyone with a conscience will listen and hear those letters from the heart.
Every detective has a case that he wished he could have solved and didn't.
For retired Kentucky State Police Detective Jim Starks, that case is about a little boy's mother.
Dear Detective Starks, my mom's name was Valerie Brooks. Thank you for coming to talk
to me. I hope you catch the person who killed my mom someday.
Starks has held on to these letters for more than 20 years. Valerie's son wrote them when he was just 8 years old.
I loved my mom very much, and I know you will do your best to get him.
Your friend Andy Powell letters from this boy just made it more in my mind on a regular basis I wish I could solve this case.
This December, it will be 25 years since the 22-year-old single mother of 2 young boys was abducted from this Versailles Thornton's while working the night shift.
December 31st at about 1:40 in the morning is when it happened.
5 hours later, down this private lane near Nunsuch in Woodford County, a neighbor found Valerie's tortured body. slashed and stabbed, lying in the snow.
Earlier in the evening,
Retired Versailles detective Keith Broughton was one of the last people to see Valerie alive. He stopped at Thornton's for coffee, and Valerie thanked him for giving her sister a ride that cold night. Just an hour later, the store's robbery alarm went off. 4 police officers were within a half-mile area of the store, but Valerie was gone. Broughton was one of those officers.
knowing that she probably drove by you in that car as you were responding to the store, kind of haunts you.
December 31st, 1990 was a long time ago. Detective Starks cannot let these letters go.
I know you are very busy
and work hard catching criminals.
It's a long time. I mean, it means a lot.
Especially since he's the one who wrote them.
It just seems like something you'd get in the mail or something. Read, maybe hold on to a little bit, throw it away.
Andy Powell is now grown with a family of his own. He's camera shy like his mom and still remembers their last Christmas together.
She got me a fire truck and a tractor trailer. I still got that fire truck.
Andy will tell you life goes on, but he still wishes the truth would come out. He's sure someone knows something.
For somebody to know and not say anything for this long, you know, how that make you feel, you know, if that was your mom.
Leigh Searcy reporting. Andy Powell told Leigh that it's taken him a long time, but he forgives the person who killed his mother. The family hopes this story will lead them to the truth.
We have a sad update to the search for a missing Frankfort teenager. 17-year-old Zachary Watson was last seen on Monday. We're told his body was found in downtown Frankfort today, and the coroner says preliminary findings suggest suicide.
We are looking at weather that as we approach the big weekend with all the stuff going on Saturday, Breeders' Cup, we've got the UK game, we've got trick-or-treating for Halloween. Weather is going to be headed down a little bit as we get you into Saturday. Right now, it's pretty terrific out there. Upper 50s, near 60. For late October, that's about where we should be, give or take a degree or so. We've seen a lot of sunshine during the latter part of the afternoon. It's been a little windy out there, but you're seeing 58 in Lexington, 56 in Flemingsburg, Richmond's 57, Somerset's 59. Still holding 60s, Monticello, London, and Jackson. As we go to our Max Track Live Doppler here at 6 after 6, we've cleared that out as we go to our future track for Saturday. So this is not tomorrow. Tomorrow's terrific, so don't worry about that. Saturday, we may begin with some sun, but we'll watch those clouds thicken up during the day. The question is, will these be rain-making clouds right away? And as we get you toward post time for the Breeders' Cup, maybe some rain in Indiana, the possibility that some of that may be a little closer, because all we have to do is vary this by a couple hours, and all of a sudden we have a wetter outlook. But at this point, we're looking okay. At 11 o'clock, mid-40s, it'll be chilly, and it'll be clear. We'll talk about your Friday and your weekend in a couple of minutes.
Thank you, Bill.
Big events almost here. Today there was some racing before the Breeders' Cup officially starts.
Fans at the Prelude this afternoon couldn't contain their excitement for the weekend to start. WLEX-18's Kelsey Borza joins us from Keeneland.
Well, the prelude to the Cup is wrapping up for the day. Many people here just starting their Breeders' Cup weekend, and let me tell you, excitement is in the air.
Winning money! I want to win the trifecta.
People like Keeneland today are just getting warmed up for what's to come this weekend.
The Breeders' Cup, the biggest race of them all.
They traveled from all over, many here for the very first time.
This is my first day here.
What do you think of it?
Very, very nice. Nice people, nice track, very homey.
A track full of history in the heartland of horse racing.
It's the Breeders' Cup. This is where it belongs, in our opinion. I'm sure it's nice to spread it around, but we're glad it's here in Kentucky.
Fans say they can't wait to see the big race.
Just fabulous to watch the horses. They're awesome.
In the cradle of the breeding industry.
You got to celebrate this. This is our hometown, and a major world-class international event's coming to our hometown. You're going to be mad at yourself if you sit it out.
The 2015 Breeders' Cup action will all start tomorrow morning here at Keeneland. We're covering the news in Lexington from the LEX-18 mobile newsroom. Back to you.
There'll be a mix of accents out at Keeneland all weekend.
Sure will.
And they'll laugh at ours probably.
All over the world, yeah. Well, this guy's been in and out of the court system.
Tonight, a young convicted felon tops Lexington's most wanted. Can you help police make an arrest? Crime Stoppers is next. Lexington police have linked a robbery and a shooting from earlier this fall to the same 20-year-old man.
But where is Rasheed Culpepper? Crime Stoppers has a reward for the person who wants to give up that information. Kristen Pflum reports.
Rasheed Culpepper sits at the top of Lexington's most wanted list this week. Police want to find him quickly after identifying him as the suspect in 2 recent violent crimes.
This guy is a perfect example of somebody whose violent criminal tendencies and violent behavior are escalating, which is all the more reason that we need to get him picked up before he ruins his own life or ends someone else's.
Just released to LEX-18 today, Lexington police say Culpepper is the armed man who held up the Family Dollar at 3rd and Race in August. Then just about a month later,
He's captured again on camera, this time escalating his violent behavior, and he fires into a car of a subject that's sitting out in front of Griffith's Market in an apparent robbery and shoots this gentleman several times in his abdomen before his weapon jammed.
Culpepper say police is a frequent flyer through the court system. He was already a convicted felon before these 2 incidents, and he's only 20 years old.
And we're not looking to lock these guys up in cages and throw away the key. We're looking to save their lives, and in this case, we're trying to save his life and somebody else's because he's going to kill somebody. It's just a matter of time.
If prior behavior is any indication, Culpepper won't go quietly. But we've got cash for the person who can help police get a step closer to him. Covering Crime Stoppers, Kristen Pflum, LEX-18 News.
Crime Stoppers is offering a cash reward for information leading to an arrest. Call the tip line at 859-253-2020.
Some sunshine and a slight chance of rain for Breeders' Cup Saturday. Bill has the details next in your Storm Tracker forecast.
Probably would have worked better on the calendar if we would have moved the Breeders' Cup a day. It's kind of scooching it a little bit. We'll talk about the reason why coming up. I'm just talking pure meteorologically speaking. Of course, everybody's kind of set for Saturday. On the MaxTrack Live Doppler now, we could have done the early festivities today because it's been a dry one after some rain in the pre-dawn hours. MaxTrack Live Doppler 6:15 is quiet. Next 18. Clear at 11 o'clock. We'll be in the 40s, but upper 30s in the morning. A little frosty if you keep your car out overnight. Low 50s at lunchtime. We'll have a couple of clouds around. That's what we're tracking for tomorrow. Move the cup to Friday. Just do it. Enjoy the day. And then Saturday, we'll just have the clouds around. Maybe just kind of flip the races around. Because Breeders' Cup Saturday, there is at least a chance for rain sneaking in. It's not a big chance. I really do think that the best chance are that we will end up staying dry, but it'll be a cloudier day Saturday, so not quite as pretty. Trick or treat time, as we get further into the evening, that rain chance will continue to increase. By the time we get you to the UK game, the rain chance will continue to increase, especially late in the game. 60 still to the southeast and south. Jackson and London, Harlan, Monticello still in the 60s. Somerset's at 59. Frankfurt's fallen to 56. Lexington, we sit at 58. The wind's beginning to subside. West at 13. The air dry. Your high today did make 60. Lots of clear skies now, the dry air. And as the winds continue to die, it will set the stage for a cold night. Continue to groom the track out here at Keeneland, getting everything ready for tomorrow when the horse racing world's eyes will be on Lexington. We had that rain early this morning, 6:15. You watched the last of it exiting out of southeast Kentucky. Had some clouds around during the day today, but also quite a bit in the way of sunshine. It's been a windy day. We've got a jet stream just going right like that, feeding up into an area of low pressure in southern Canada, but that jet stream overhead we feel down here at the surface. Some of these low clouds may try and rotate in later on tonight, especially across areas near the Ohio River, but that high pressure is going to build in for later tonight and tomorrow. You can see our future track trying to paint a few clouds around tomorrow morning. I think that may be more in the form of fog than anything else. By tomorrow in the afternoon, boy, we're just enjoying the sunshine. Then the attention turns out here to the west. A couple areas of low pressure. They are separate. And with them being separated, you're not able to focus all the moisture and energy. The bottom line is, as we get you toward post time and beyond, maybe just clouds and the rain holds off a little bit as we get you into the evening hours. So specifically for our Breeders' Cup forecast, whatever sunshine had been around is giving way to increasing clouds. It'll be dry, though. Temperatures hanging around 60 throughout the course of the afternoon as the clouds thicken and that small shower chance late. Oh, yeah. Big Saturday evening. Halloween, UK football game, small shower chance for trick-or-treaters, better chance for rain late in the game Saturday night. Little frosty under a clear sky. Will be in the upper 30s, upper 50s tomorrow, near 60. Enjoy the sun. That small rain chance on Saturday, especially toward the evening. Sunday, the rain is mainly in the morning. Turn your clocks back. By Monday, Tuesday, and beyond, how about some 70s?
That'll be pretty nice.
Like 'em. Yeah. Couldn't do it Breeders' Cup. No, that would have been too easy.
It could be worse.
Yes, it could. Yeah.
Thanks, Phil.
Yeah, we caught a glimpse of American Pharoah on the track this morning as he gets ready for the Breeders' Cup Classic.
And the field got a little easier for the second betting choice in the Classic. Had to scratch. Details in LEX-18 Sports.
The Breeders' Cup Classic is now a field of 9 after Beholder had to scratch from the Saturday race at Keeneland. The 5-year-old mare arrived at Keeneland with a fever. After she had calmed that down, she was able to get back on the track, but trainer Richard Mandela says a scope done on Beholder this morning discovered that she had bled. Mandela says Beholder has some irritated lung issues, so she is out. With the defection, American Pharoah is now the 4-5 favorite. This morning, trainer Bob Baffert decided not to use the muddy main track at Keeneland, instead taking his colt to the polytrack training surface. It was a spirited gallop, and Baffert says Pharoah is happy and has been working well. It wasn't that long ago that no one would have guessed Smooth Roller would ever make the Breeders' Cup Classic. He's going from post 7 with 12-1 morning line odds. Alan Cutler has more.
If you're looking for a Cinderella story on the track, now this is for both the horse and the trainer, it's got to be Smooth Roller and Victor Garcia. 6 months ago, it was probably like 1,000,000 to 1, and maybe a slight exaggeration that both would be here. 6 months ago, Smooth Roller had never raced, and Smooth Roller is a 4-year-old. And now, wow, Smooth Roller is explosive.
Everything happened so fast.
Smooth Roller had 3 different injuries that kept him from racing until this past June.
Well, I grew up with it in the legs of the horses.
That's funny, on the legs of the horses?
Yeah, since I was a little kid.
So did you know this is what you always wanted to do?
That's right, yeah.
Garcia's grandfather and father were trainers. He started working for his dad in the 1970s and then began training in 1985. Garcia won his first race at home in Mexico, came to America with a couple of horses, and started building up his stable. But this is all new.
They're at the top of the lane, and Smooth Roller gets the lead.
This is the Awesome Again at Santa Anita last month. This is the first Grade 1 victory for Victor Garcia and Smooth Roller's 3rd win in 4 starts. This was a shocker, winning by 5.5 lengths. Doesn't matter if you grow up in Lexington or Mexico. When you quit school at 15 to become a jockey, it doesn't matter that your father is a trainer. He wasn't happy.
No, I was real mad, yeah. I tried to be a jockey. And my dad never let me be a jockey.
When Victor's dad retired, he had his son take over his stable. And now Victor goes against trainers he grew up watching on television. Alan Cutler, LEX-18 Sports.
There was racing today. The $100,000 Lafayette Stakes came down to a photo finish where Falling Sky held off Double Down again, and Nate's Mineshaft Falling Sky pays $380 for the win. Great news for a former UK baseball player. Andy Green has been named the manager of the San Diego Padres. He played 4 seasons in the majors before starting his coaching career. He was the 3rd base coach for the Diamondbacks last year. And former Wildcat Carl Anthony Towns had an impressive debut for the Minnesota Timberwolves last night. 14 points, 12 rebounds. He's just the 4th teenager since 1985 to debut with a double-double. And the T-Wolves beat the Lakers in L.A. 112-111. LEX-18 News will be right back.
We're still being optimistic that Saturday's weather is going to hold
for
off.
optimism.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
but Friday we know is going to be great.
Yeah, as much as we can know. So you are looking at...
You always have to qualify, don't you, Bill?
Temperatures in the upper 30s to start. Will be close to 60 to finish. Lots of sun.
Good deal.
Nice night downtown for the festivities tonight, too. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again at 7 on Evening Edition.
Count on LEX18.com for the latest news, sports, and your Storm Tracker forecast.